Hello everyone, hope all of you are fine and great. And today we'll be learning about the litigating climate claims in India. So what is this climate problems in our country? We have this air pollution, we have this water pollution, we have so and so kind of pollution which is happening. So when you're learning this climate change or this environmental law, it's very important for us to understand how is the essence of litigation in the field of climate law which is happening as of now. See, first of all, you must understand that what is this legal action, or what do you understand by the term called as litigation? So this legal action is basically taken to address this kind of climate change. For example, if there's an air pollution, I will go report, I will go complain the case, I will go to the NGT, National Green Tribunal, or I'll go to the court and I'll tell that in the form of this public interest litigation, I can go tell that, your honorable court, see, this is the problems faced by this particular place. So surely there's a litigation element which is happening over here. Now, if you observe, India is the third largest country who's producing of greenhouse gases. Now, to combat that particular thing, this Indian government has brought up this NAPAC, which basically means National Action Plan for the Climate Change. So here we are trying to address the problems of like poverty, population problem, geographical problems, which basically is addressed as collectively in our country. So how to combat such kind of problems is in terms of air pollution or water pollution or environmental pollution, how the government can mitigate and solve these kind of problems is basically being suggested by NPAC. So you can observe how the climate problems is increasing and how the government is taking up steps through NAPAC, which is basically trying to combat it. Now, if you say how is the courts trying to respond, see, as I said, you can approach the High Court or Supreme Court through Article 32 or 226. You can go to the Supreme Court or High Court, filing a PI. You can tell that, sir, this is the environmental problems happening, and judiciary is also playing an active role. For example, if there's many of the PIs, I can give an example of this famous case where this National Green Tribunal, they had basically penalized Volkswagen company, the car company, where they had to pay 500 million rupees, because in their vehicle they had installed a defective device which basically cheated the emission test. So which basically cheated the emission test, where it didn't provide any kind of accurate data, which affected the air quality ambient, when the collection of the data was happening primarily, or could not able to access what could be the effective amount of emissions coming from the vehicle. So you could see how the climate change is basically trying to evolve. What is the litigation amount of elements which is also trying to upscale along with it. So summarizing what I just said quickly, first point is about what is the legal action due course taken and what is India's position in greenhouse gases. Third thing, we discussed on how Indian government is taking up the role for combating climate change. For example, by NAPCC, National Action Plan on Climate Change. And we also learned about the PIL, how judiciary is playing a role. We also learned about a case law of National Green Tribunal, where was the Volkswagen case, where they had to pay this 500 million rupees. So that's all. So today's video was primarily to show you on how this litigation on climate claims in India is playing a very crucial role in the country and how India is stepping up efforts to combat it. So that's all for today's video. If you do like it, please do like, share, subscribe, and do let me know your views in the comments. I'd be happy enough to respond towards it. Take care. Goodbye. Wish you all the best. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.